Well, salute. Hope you guys are doing well. As you can see, change of location. I'm back at our guest house in Asuncion. We are doing a few things, taking a little bit of us time, which is very important. Susy and I get sometimes so busy with our work and our projects and helping people with immigration, relocation, projects, that we forget about us time, our time. Now, as you can see, she's not in the video tonight because she actually is gone out with the ladies to an opera, which is lovely. And Paraguay has really got some amazing plays and operas and things happening. So if you're looking for a little culture, it is definitely something to look at while you're here in Paraguay, in Asuncion, with us doing your immigration. So besides that, life is getting really busy. And even tonight, the whole of the day, we said we're going to switch off for the next 2 weeks. It's just us and we and our time, because it's important that, we have time for each other. But in between this, we have a business to run, and we have a lot of people inquiring about staying with us at Casa Astral, us doing the immigration, relocation, all of those kind of things, which is amazing and it's really good. I don't correspond that much. Susy is the one that does all the correspondence. And I deal with the WhatsApps, and sometimes people will speak to me and sometimes to her. We're trying to find our balance, our rhythm, if that makes any sense. But one of the things that we've realized over the last couple of days is that how busy we are getting, and we looked at our calendar from May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and we even have people for December. We don't have much space left. So if you want to book with us, you have to book. If you want us to do immigration, you have to book in advance. Definitely get your dates and stuff in order, so that when you confirm times and all of these kind of things. And our quotations is only valid for 15 days, depending on the availability. Obviously, if somebody else comes in wanting to book the dates that you're looking for and they're paying, we have to let it go to the paying people, because we've learned from past mistakes where people like, I pay beforehand. No, like a day before. No, sorry. We work on a system where as soon as you make your confirmation and your booking, Susy already starts working with you and your family and working on your documentation, what is required. She goes through it before you arrive with you. She explains the procedures, all those kind of things. So we need to, invest our time and efforts to people that's booking. So again, do not think that it is, it's Paraguay, they got nothing else to do. No, we actually have a lot to do. And the scary part is most of the people in Europe and America that's coming to us is coming for Camino Verde, is also coming for our second project that we're rolling out, where I've partnered up with, we've partnered up with Avery and them, and we're going to develop a mini version of the commercial side of Camino Verde. With the exception, we're going to have small homes also on the property with the guest house and the restaurant and swimming pool and all of these kind of things, so that the people that's involved with the smaller version, we will have a little house as well, each on the property, and it's well designed. We are busy working on the final outlay and all these kind of things. So it is not an 8.5 hectare land. It's a much smaller portion of land, but it is big enough to have a running business as well as accommodation, restaurant, and then private accommodation for ourselves. Because think about it, even if we're working together on the smaller project, we still want our own little house. We still want our own little privacy and our own little space to enjoy life. So, salute again. So, Susy and I will, during the week, make a little video talking about the immigration, staying with us, how it is, what we do, and these kind of things. We are also doing shopping for Itacarubi house, so we have to get a few things, like the last time I forgot the trip switches and the DB board and all of it, because the house looks like it's a spaghetti, you know, like a Chinese electric, illegal electric system, and all these kind of things. So we have to do that. We have to get materials for the curtains, the couches, so we're very excited about doing that because we like being artistic, Susy and I. But when everything gets a little bit crazy in the world, don't forget that you and your partner, your wife, your husband, you guys need to become best friends, and you don't forget about it, and sometimes Susy and I forget, beside that we are busy with our businesses, our projects, we get so consumed by the work that we forget about each other, and that's normal. That's normal, but it's about you reconnecting and stopping and say, hey, you know what? Hold a second here. I have to make time for the people that's important to you. For me, Susy is my life, and I am hers. We've made a commitment to each other to support and for better, for worse, and to be best friends. But sometimes when you have a business, you forget these things. You become autopilot. It's like even when you go to bed, did we do this, did you send that, and did you do that, and so you forget about that. Make special moments with your loved ones. Have date nights once a week. No matter how busy your day is, make date nights. It's your time. And even at Casa Astral, we sometimes forget that it's a guest house, and we really dedicate all our hours and time to when our guests are here, because we want people to feel a part of things. But we forget that, we're not here to babysit people. We also have a life. It's a guest house. We trust people, and with our guests, we make you as comfortable as possible and make sure that, everything is taken care of, your breakfast, your dinners. If you want, anything else, there's wine for sale, there's ginger beers for sale, there's, we have things for sale to make your life easier, or we tell you to go to the bodega and get your own stuff and sort yourself out. But again, we forget about things like that. You need to prioritize. And especially with families, don't forget the time goes so quickly. In a blink of an eye, everything is gone. Without you realizing, life has passed you and your partner by. And even with the 2 magical days so far we've had, just reconnecting, the honeymoon season kind of thing, and just talking. Today we literally did nothing but talk. I lie, we did laundry. Everything from the boat side, because everything is covered with sand and soil, and but I love it. But today was really a blessed day to talk about things, talk about our feelings, our fears, our dreams, our goals, our affirmations, our confirmations on our commitment with each other, and also towards humanity. And that is important. Make time for people in your life. Don't get stressed out that easily. Talk about what's going on. We're going to go through frustrating times. We're going to go through times where, you're going to feel like you're losing your mind, because besides the eclipses, besides the solar flares, besides the full moon cycles, there's a lot of upload and downloads that's happening. We're being transformed. Our past is being brought up to our present so that we can find solutions and make peace with and let it go. It is about getting closure, because life is going to change, people. If you accept it or not, life is going to change. And come from April the 8th, be ready. And that's why for me and Susy, we decided, we're going to spend time together. We are regrouping, reconnecting, and, having fun. Because that's what's important. It's the fun part. Since we started, since December, November, December, we started renovating our home. And that was a big undertaking, because I had to do the electrics on this house from start to finish. It's not all done yet because it's a huge house. But again, we've been busy running around trying to get things ready for people like you and your families to come with us. and stay with us, because we want people to be comfortable, and because we know how busy we're getting. You know, we have to do a lot of things quicker. So you put unnecessary pressure on yourself. And like I even explained to Susy, I'm driven by humanity and by spirit. Spirit guides me and, tells me, look, pal, you need to get going. There's people that need homes. There's people that needs to get this projects up and running. And that's why Avery in the States and I have decided we're going to do the mini version of it. And while he's in the States, I start with the construction, and we have space open for investors. Somebody wants to join us on this venue, where we're building small homes for each person that's involved. Plus, we have in the middle, we're going to have our restaurant, we have our swimming pool, recreation area, and on the other side we will have our guest house with accommodation, and then obviously the car park. So we also making a self-sustainable unit. We're trying to go eco-friendly all the way, and we're bringing new ancient technologies together to create something awesome. So exciting times. Susy is taking care of all the administration, the bookings, and the stuff that I can't do at this stage because I'm just too busy with the construction. And again, that is where relationships is amazing, because couples need to find each other's strength. One partner would be strong in something and another would be strong in something else, and you have to find your rhythm. And even with us, I have to get to a point where we accept the fact that I'm really busy dealing with people, with meetings and things like that, getting the project off and running. And it's the big Camino Verde project. We have a few people that's already committed to this one, and we're going to start as soon as we have everybody together. But in the meantime, while we do that, and I have time, we have to make a place for people to stay, and that's why we're going to do the mini Camino Verde guest house, restaurant, and self-sustaining business project. So, what does that mean for you? First of all, you have opportunity to make extra money, because this is not associated with Camino Verde, but it is for people that already wanting to get the plan B going, just in case we're going to take too long with a bigger project. In the meantime, we have accommodation, we have a running business, we have, believe me, we have enough bookings to fill the new guest house as well. Plus, we have a midway section, which is closer to the big land which we are buying. The area that we're looking at is Paraguay and surrounding areas, because it's in the Cordillera department, which is a lovely, beautiful place. Itacarubi is in the same department or region, whatever you want to call it. So we are planning for the future. We are getting things on the roll. We have a few other products that we're rolling out. We are moving forward. So again, for families wanting to come and stay with us, we have a solution which we think works for everybody. So because we have a large home and all of these kind of things, if it's families of 4, mom and dad and 2 kids, for instance, we put the kids in the room right across from the parents, and the parents right across from the kids, and the bathroom. It's a home. It's not like a hotel, and then you have the other rooms in between and all of that. So you have your family space. We have a big garden, we have the dogs, the cat, we have big trees, fruit trees, we're growing our own vegetables. Now obviously we had a big dry spell, so my lettuce are gone, our melons are gone, and all those kind of things. So that means we start again. So never lie down when shit grows and then dies, because obviously, you have to just get up and move on and see, okay, well, how can we do it differently? So again, don't be consumed by fear. Learn to communicate. Talk about your fears to your partner, your spouse, your husband, your wife. Talk about it. Embrace life to the full. Have fun. Even if you want to use Paraguay and you want a plan B, we have plan B, Camino Verde Paraguay, which is a community project, which is self-sustainable but also industrious. Then we have the mini project that we have. We're starting that as soon as Itacarubi house is done. Avery and I have decided that, and Susy, that we have to get going as soon as possible, because he has things to do, but he wants us to already move forward, because that we don't waste time. That makes logic sense. Instead of waiting until he's finished with his business and all of the things that he's putting in order, being a businessman as well, it makes more sense to get me to start going and building something smaller, so that we have at least something at hand. You know what I'm saying? So plan ahead. Don't live in the shadow where you think you have all the time. Make contingency plans. So within the next 3 weeks, we will start with a new project. I have quite a few teams already ready to rumble. So we're going to rough it. We're going to do a little live web feed for the people that's involved, so that they are involved step by step on a daily basis on what we do. And that's it. I'm keeping this video as short as possible. Love, light, and all those things. If you want to find out about immigration, how to do it, what's available, reach out. We're on Telegram. I'm on WhatsApp. We have the emails. Everything is working. Happy to answer questions and things like that. And don't sit and wonder. Do. This is what you need to do now. You need to move. You need to do now. Focus on you and your family, and do what you have to do. Love, light, and all those wonderful things.